Good morning, beloved. Welcome to a brand new YouTube video. Last week, I was in Austin for BPN Athlete Week. I was filming and recording stuff. And when I got back home and I started editing the footage, I was like, man, I just don't like the way this is being pieced together. So let me give a quick rundown about what happened during BPN Athlete Week. So when I pulled up on Tuesday, I headed straight to Lift ATX before I actually went to the Airbnb and squatted 705 pounds. It was a great workout, but I had to speed through it because I had to get back to the Airbnb to get to some of the stuff that was scheduled for the week. Now, when I got there, I touched base with all the athletes, met some of the new athletes that have been put on board as of late, see Nick, talk to Tony, and they gave a quick rundown of how the week was gonna go. Now, the following day was lit. I was able to explore the B&B a little bit more because they really went all out when they put together that property. We had a quick meeting before we headed on out. They gave us custom items to take back home. Letterman jacket, cool little box that had like the team edited into it that looked like a hockey team, a little athlete card. It was dope. Then we went to the gun range. Now, I typically don't shoot guns, but this was fun as hell. Had like the scar. Damn. Couple pistols, like a one shot. I'm not a gun person, so I don't even know exactly what I was shooting, but it was fun. Now after that, we went as a team to go to Lift ATX. They shut the whole gym down, and I'm like the only powerlifter, so I was like in the powerlifting section by myself getting lit. Then after that, we drove all the way to Nick's crib to kind of like just kick it and eat dinner.
It's just like sliding off, it's crazy.
You've said some questionable things.
Am I wrong?
We had barbecue. Man, it was busted. Now, the following day was pretty much the last day. We had breakfast at the Airbnb, went to BPN HQ to lift. I went dummy on deadlifts. I deadlifted 745 pounds. Yeah, man! Yeah! Whoa! Then after that, we went to go tour the warehouse and then went to the new facility that they're building out. And then after that, we were supposed to go to the Austin Rodeo, but low-key, we was all fried, so we kind of ended it right there. And with me living in Houston and Austin only being a 2-hour drive, I was like, I'm finna slide back home. So I pieced it up with everybody and went back home that Thursday night. Honestly, it was such a great experience because I like linking up with the BPN crew. I've been with them since the beginning. I'm literally their first athlete. So for me to pull up and see like all the changes they made over this past decade has been amazing. And seeing the personal growth of Nick has been phenomenal. On top of that, they signed nothing but like true athletes, people that truly care about their craft and truly work day in and day out to make themselves better. This isn't no fitness social media shit. It's literally athletes that are signed to be better at what they do, and I respect that. So when I'm walking around and looking at different people, I'm like, yo, y'all actually get after it. Like I'm talking about, we was on an athlete week and they was waking up at like 5 and 6 a.m. to go knock out 10 to 20 miles. So it was crazy, bro. It just makes me want to go harder at what I do. Anyways, we're back home and I just finished making breakfast. So today's video is gonna be a full day of eating and I'm gonna explain exactly what I'm eating for breakfast and why I'm eating it for breakfast. So first off, we have protein pancakes with eggs. Now the macro breakdown of this is gonna be a little bit different from my previous pancake and egg meals because usually it's egg whites. And I got 2 servings of the Kodiak Power Cakes, which is gonna shake out to 60 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fat, and 28 grams of protein. Now the difference comes in the egg. I added 2 whole eggs to the egg whites I normally cook. So that's gonna add some fats in. Now with me being on a bulk, it's important that I get my fats up because they're kind of high up there and fats is usually the hardest one for me to get in. So with the eggs, there's gonna be 30 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat, and no carbs. So when you add everything up, it's gonna be 60 grams of carb, 14 grams of fat, 58 grams of protein. Then supplement wise, we have 1 scoop of creatine and then 2 scoops of the electrolyte. Now this is super important because the electrolytes have 1,000 milligrams of sodium, which is gonna help me maintain my hydration and water while I'm inside the gym. It is now starting to get hot as hell in Houston and my workouts are getting super, super sweaty. My water intake is just gonna shoot through the roof. And I wanna make sure that I'm retaining as much as possible. Going into sessions with a nice little blow is very beneficial when you're a powerlifter and you're trying to push the most weight possible. Obviously, y'all can use code RUSSWOLE whenever you shop at BPN Subs to save you 10% off your next order. But enough yapping, because I've been standing in front of this camera trying to get this footage right for the past 20 minutes. Let's get to grubbing.
Like for the first time in my life, I know what it's like to sleep.
Invited her outside. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door. He's refusing to let her out. There's also a child in danger as well.
Bro, the other day when I was shaving, I cut my, what? Is it gone? No, it's still there. But I cut my head, blood everywhere. It was crazy. My calories are high, especially for someone like myself. Like having to eat damn near like 300 grams of carbs a day, for me is crazy. On top of that, like fats is up. I think fats are up to like 85 or 80. Protein's like around 200. It's nuts, man. It takes some getting used to, but I think my body's responding pretty well. I also hold my fat in areas that aren't that bad, so that's dope. Like usually when I gain fat, it's like in my back, like my low back, hip area, and then my legs. But like my abs, my chest, like my abs, chest, all that kind of stuff, they usually stay pretty lean. I have to get like, which I've never done before, but I have to get to like up to like 215.
That's a real hard one for me. I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
It's been about an hour since I've eaten breakfast, so I've like showered, got my stuff ready, got my all that kind of stuff. It's about time to call Uber. Now I'm calling Uber because my car is currently in the shop, and I went to a shop that's outside of my dealer, so they didn't give me a rental. Bruh, I swear there's nothing worse than getting a quote whenever you're dealing with car problems. Like the quote that I got yesterday, I was like, fam, in this economy? Sheesh. Anyways, let me call this Uber. I've been Ubering back and forth from the gym. Honestly, like I would have gotten a rental car, but like looking at, I'm gonna get my car back like on Thursday. It's already Tuesday. We have one more day of doing this. Ugh, man, it's so annoying. Luckily, it's like basically only 20 bucks. So let me call this Uber real quick. 5 minutes away, boom, easy money. All right, so I'm currently getting my campsite established. Bruh, it is hot here in Houston. I know I mentioned earlier in the video, but it's like, you guys have to understand, Houston is like a swamp. So basically the way Houston works is that it rains a decent amount of here, but it's also super hot. That's why I know how to explain it. It's like, it feels like you need gills in order to breathe the air in Houston, Texas, because there's so much moisture. Like, just inside of the gym right now, it is humid as fuck. And I haven't started sweating yet, but I know the second I start warming up, I'm gonna start, you know, dripping. And that's why we got products like electrolytes on hand, because like I'm gonna be losing a lot of water, and I wanna make sure that I'm replenishing that with the stuff that I drink. Just drinking water straight up, like yeah, it's good, but it's not gonna do what you need to do on the performance aspect of things. So like whenever I'm training, I drink a full tank of this, which is gonna be 40 ounces of water, combined with the 20 ounces that I drank this morning with the creatine, the electrolytes, and that's gonna already put me at 60 ounces. And I might even get like another half of this. I might down this and then drink another half or another actual bottle, which is gonna put me close to a gallon before we reach midday. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm starting to tweak a little bit. So, it takes a minute to warm up. Now that I'm older, I gotta get like about 15, 20 minutes of good solid warm-ups, get a good sweat going in order for me to start feeling comfortable with squat. And I love this time of the year to start training because, bruh, like, it don't take much for me to get warmed up. So it's like, you know, I come in here sweating, the joints feel a lot better. When it's cold, it feels like I have like an old ass body. It feels like everything is brittle. So with it being this hot, I love sweating inside the gym. I'm like one of the only motherfuckers I know that really loves sweating inside the gym. Like everyone runs to gyms that have, you know, control AC and all that type of shit. And I get it, but I don't know. There's just something about grinding in the heat that just brings that dog out of you. This workout's gonna be essentially pretty easy. Like I said, it's a deload week, so I'm gonna be working up to a single of 595 pounds. It's gonna be 5 reps. Then we go back down and do 484 for 3 sets of 4 and get this leg workout out of the way. She sounds like I got a cup of this shit. Fucking insane. Man, I wasn't even able to film the last set. I mean, like I set it up, I thought I pressed play and it record, but 3x4, 484 pounds, pretty solid. Now, man, when I come inside of the gym, I always channel some type of emotion, like whether it be joy or anger or anxiousness, insecurity, whatever it is, I try to channel that energy because that's gonna push me towards greatness. And I think a lot of people, like, you know, they're not able to challenge that energy. I need to feel something to get me revved up to hyper focus on the session, and I do that every single time I train. And sometimes it's exhausting because it leaves me kind of with nothing for the rest of the day, but it's important to maximize how I feel inside of the gym and utilize how I feel into how I train. So anyways, let's jump into this leg workout. It's not gonna be too crazy. It's gonna be pretty simplified just because we are on a deload week, and it's kind of giving my body a break because we have been doing some pretty heavy shit the last couple of weeks. Yo, workout is finito, done. I try not to do too much. I was starting to lift and then I started feeling it. I'm like, woo, woo. I just wanted to start to put some more effort into the grind, but you know, everything is strategic. Gotta kind of like allow my body to recover a little bit, but you know, like whenever I gain weight and I start pushing more weight, my body starts taking, you know, like my soft tissue areas start taking a little more of a beating. So I need to make sure I'm coming here and doing my accessory work and doing like the supportive exercises that are gonna strengthen those areas, so I'm not getting like completely destroyed when I'm back at the crib and like I'm moving around and my back is so tight I can't bend over and all that kind of stuff. And that only happens when I don't lock in with my accessories. We popped in today and showed the fuck out. So let me go back home, make my post-workout meal because I believe the HEB is currently being delivered as we speak. I gotta Uber my ass back to the city.
How the hell I'm gonna believe you real left if this joker
Quarterback. The Browns have to take a quarterback.
But you know, it's not about the job that you know how. You just broke down the fact that this man has a 6-year-old.
But I'm saying, if you had a child, when your son was 10, would you leave your 10-year-old, your 6-year-old, and your 1-year-old unattended?
Woo-wee! Man, we got lunch served. This is based on my post-workout meal. This is coming at 2:10 in the afternoon. So what we have here is 3 servings of ground beef. This is 96.4 with 3 servings of jasmine white rice and then a serving of shrimp. So this is actually 72 grams of protein right here with another 11 grams. So that makes about 80 grams of protein. And it's 150 grams worth. This is 150 grams of carbs worth of white rice. Then here we just have a basic salad with some croutons in there and some Bolthouse Farms dressing. I kind of like heavy-handedly just dropped this in here, but like literally the fat content is only like 0.5 per serving, 5 grams of carbs, and then 0 grams of protein. The sauce that a lot of people will be asking me is the Whataburger signature sauce, the honey mustard one. This goes crazy on my ground beef and my shrimp. So this is basically about, I want to say this is about 90 grams of protein, 150 grams of carbs, and then probably like 20 grams of fat. But this is gonna be lunch. I'm gonna body this, shower, relax a little bit, and try to get off my feet. My body gets so beat up after I train, bro. It is absolutely ridiculous. So, man, and it's raining here in Houston. Let me show you guys what it looks like outside. Look at this. Looks dirty. Looks like just rainy, sad, all that kind of stuff. But I don't have a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm literally just like cooling and chilling. So I'm gonna eat this, listen to the Breakfast Club, catch some updates, get back to some people. There's like someone that basically volume number 8 is gonna be coming pretty damn soon. And I'm excited to get that ball rolling. I don't know if you guys feel the same way I feel after a training session when you're done powerlifting, but like man, after squats or deadlift, my body just like, it gets cooked, man. And like, I think that people sometimes forget that it's not just like working out for me. This is literally like, I'm like an athlete, you know, practicing my craft. And practice and training just leaves me dead. And like today was a deload session. I didn't even go that heavy, but just like the amount of stress that it puts on your central nervous system and like your joints and all that kind of stuff, it is a lot. And like when I get back to the crib, I'm icing my knees. Like when you look at the athletes, I'm not comparing it to NBA basketball, but when you watch them play basketball and like recover, it's like a full-time job in itself. So that's why it's important for me to get these get my body worked on, ice, like I might take an Epsom bath tonight, like just figure out different ways to kind of alleviate some pressure. I was walking and I felt like I tore something in my foot. Like my feet are so tired from clawing at the ground. And like, you know, when I squat heavy, I'm clawing and I'm digging to build a good foundation on squat and deadlift. So just physical upkeep is serious whenever you're lifting at this type of level. And bro, like I make it look easy while I'm inside the gym because like I'm geeked off of caffeine and all that stuff. But when I get back to the crib, I am like, I'm dead. Just even walking around is just like, damn, it's a little bit painful. But you know, this is part of the process. I think that some weeks are worse than others. Some weeks it's just like, you cool. Other weeks are just like, damn, I really needed this break, which is like one of them weeks, but it is what it is. So right now, I'm gonna be working. It's kind of crazy because now I can damn near work off my phone, which is wild, but that's, you know, that's 2025. So I'm working right now, getting some stuff done, listening to some podcasts. Right now I'm listening to Heavy Spoilers. Shout out to Heavy Spoilers. Listening to them talk about the new Spider-Man movie. I think it's gonna be called Brand New Day. If that's the official name for it, that's gonna be dope. But yeah, I'm just gonna be kicking it here for the next couple of hours until it's time to eat dinner, which is not gonna be until probably like closer to 8:30. And that sounds wild because I'm probably not gonna have another meal for like another 4 hours or so, but that's just how I roll.
New Year, new me. The American was left. I left her in Houston. Yeah. I have to introduce myself now to everybody. I'm guessing a strong body.
All right, dinner is ready. Now, I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. I kind of bullshitted my final meal because, you know, I've been editing. It's currently 8:30. Yeah, it's 8:31 right now. And I'm editing the video because I'm trying this new thing out where I'm like editing the videos as I'm going throughout the day to kind of make it a little bit easier for myself. And I like looking, I'm like, damn, I need like a quick bust down, like a quick meal. So I cooked up my favorite Korean barbecue style beef udon from Pulamone, or however you say that. And it comes in clutch. The macros are actually really, really good. So fat wise, I cooked the whole thing. So fat wise, it's 4.5 grams per serving. I loaded up the whole thing, so that rounded out to 15 grams of fat. Carbs, a little bit crazy. Carbs is 61 grams per serving. There's 3.5, so that gave me 217 grams of carbs. That is like definitely way over. But like fats wise, I just didn't have enough fats, so I'm just gonna kind of pull from that. And then protein wise, it comes out to about 40 grams of protein. So this is gonna be my dinner. Macros are crazy, and I'm like a little bit outside of what I need to be hitting, but it's all good because we are bulking, and that's perfectly fine. We just need to hit our markers here and there. And I got some salads. Let me show you guys what everything looks like. The salad right here with croutons and some dried cherries, and then obviously the udon, or the Korean barbecue udon noodles. So good, so good. It's like my favorite dinner of all time. Then we gonna get some Olipop. I don't know if I told you guys, but Olipop's actually sent me some Olipops. I don't want to do the grit because I feel like that's too stereotypical. Let's do the orange squeeze. I actually have never tried the orange squeeze, so let's do the orange squeeze, and let's try it out right now. Let's see what this is in for. Oh, there we go. All right, orange squeeze. It's pretty good. I ain't mad at that at all. So that's gonna be dinner. I might have some Greek yogurt to close out the evening, but we'll see. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do an Epsom bath, so I'm gonna jump inside the tub. Yeah, my body hurts, bro. Like my body really does hurt. So we're gonna jump in the tub. I'm gonna enjoy this food. And then that's gonna be pretty much it, man. I wanna thank you guys for tuning into this video. Like always, if you guys like today's video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You better today.
I took losses just like you, except I took them better. The type of Chapo Vezo God ain't got no damn propellers.